Hi, I'm Jim Munro and this is SunSpeed. It's the German Grand Prix this weekend. Now I'm without my normal sidekick, Chris Hockley, so I'm afraid this week you're going to have to make do with him, and him, and him. So to begin our German love fest, let's hear what present world champion Sebastian Vettel makes of Michael Schumacher, the 7-time world champion who returned to the podium in Valencia last month for the first time in 6 years.
Well, Michael back on the podium, obviously it was very nice for him and I think he was very happy. I think it was a good day for Formula One, a good day for him, so yeah, it's obviously a great day, but obviously I would have loved to be on the podium. I think we were in a pretty good position, but we didn't manage to finish the race. Nevertheless, yeah, as I said, I was happy for him. I get along well with him, so it's good that, you know, for now some people start to, you know, close their mouth again when they talk about Michael, because I think he doesn't deserve all the negatives he probably had to take in the last couple of years. But on the other hand, I think he had a very long career, so he's used to it.
Vroom, 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 vroom. Schumacher has made an incredible 296 starts in Formula One. He's pulled off 91 race victories, so who better to talk us through the best way to start a race than the big man himself?
Well, the parade lap is obviously reasonably intense in terms of how busy you are, what you have to do. And it starts with engine gets fired on, you go for a clutch bite point check, you then do a physical start in order to see what is your grip level, everything works well, and you be ready. After this one you have a contradiction because you need to keep the engine temperature low, fuel consumption low, but at the same time you have to work your tires to warm them up and you have to keep your brakes hot. Because I mean the worst you can have is cold brakes, first braking, equally tires. So that's a workout that is difficult, but to be managed by us. You have intensive communication with a team that informs you about your state of brake temperature, tire pressures, and whatever information that is vital. So in this respect, you go for most of the lap on an easy way, just keeping your brakes and tires warm. For the last little bit, before you go to the grid, that's the most intense, because then you have to do your burnouts. And that means warming up your rear tire to be ready for the start, to have the tires in the optimum temperature window to have most grip available. Arriving physically on the line, you have one further action to do, and that is to make another bite point check. Then you wait for the right moment, engage your first gear, and then just focus on the lights. Wait and be ready, focus around what's going on, and let the right moment go, and then action starts.
Also, da Michael Schumacher schon 4-mal den Grand Prix in Hockenheim gewonnen hat, denken manche Deutsche, dass er in 2012 den Überraschungssieg schafft.
Here's Nico Hulkenberg.
Hockenheim being my home Grand Prix, it's obviously always a bit more special. You know, it starts with getting to the circuit. I don't have to fly anywhere. I just take my car, a 1-hour drive away from where I live. So I have great memories from Hockenheim. My first ever Formula race was there, which I won straight away, so great memories. I always had good results in Hockenheim. I like the place, I like the circuit. I think it has a great atmosphere when you drive into the circuit. You know, it's kind of a stadium atmosphere, so I really look forward to go there. My first race was in 2005 there in Formula BMW. The Saturday race was dry, which I luckily won. The second one on Sunday was wet, which I also won, so that was quite good. And over the years I've done many races there, you know, in German Formula 3, Formula 3 Euro Series, because it used to be always the first race of the season, or first weekend and last weekend. So over the years I've done a lot of races, so I know the track pretty well, and I like driving there a lot. I think Hockenheim is a relatively short lap compared to others. There's not very long corners, you know, they're all a little bit shorter, apart from really the last bend, which is quite a long right-hand corner. I think on tyres, it's not one of the hardest circuit. I think it's a bit milder on the tyres. It's a good atmosphere. If you enter the motordrome, you know, the grandstand pretty much follows all the way around the outside, you know, and big crowds are there. So when you're driving, you know, you don't really pick that up too much, but if you just, you know, look at it from the paddock, it's quite a stunning, you know, view and quite a good atmosphere in there. I think very challenging is turn 1 in Hockenheim, you know, a very quick right-hander. You approach it, I think, 6th or 7th gear, down 1 gear, you know, well above 200 kph, and a nasty curb on the exit. So I think turn 1 is pretty challenging. And also the hairpin corner, you know, to get the braking right for there. And in the race, it's obviously quite a good overtaking spot.
Now don't forget, you can follow all of the action from this weekend's German Grand Prix on the Sun's race centre at thesun.co.uk/motorsport.